I heard some people finish their divorce surprisingly fast.
Yes, that can happen. In some states, there is a legal option called simplified divorce.
This is general divorce information. Laws vary, so check with a legal professional in your area.
Laws vary, but smart strategies don't. This channel helps you avoid common mistakes and make better decisions during divorce. Today, in episode 2 of our Divorce Options series, we'll take a deeper look at simplified divorce. This series is one part of our channel. All information here is based on U.S. divorce procedures, dedicated to helping you understand divorce more clearly. Just keep in mind, divorce options are where this conversation begins, not where it ends on this channel.
Mark, what's the best way to find out if simplified divorce is an option in their state?
That's a great question. We will cover where to get accurate divorce information and what help is available later. This part is important, so be sure to stay with us. But first, here's what we're going to cover today. In this episode, you'll learn the basics of simplified divorce, what it is, who qualifies, and the general process. We'll also cover common mistakes, when to get a lawyer involved, and how your local court or self-help center can support you with divorce information and guidance.
What exactly is a simplified divorce?
Both spouses must fully agree, and usually there are few or no joint debts or disputes. Couples must not have any minor children.
What does the process usually look like?
Step 1. Check eligibility. First, confirm your state allows simplified divorce and that you meet the requirements. Unlike standard divorce, residency rules and grounds must still be met, but simplified divorce often limits disputes and property thresholds.
So even if it's simplified, you still have to meet the basic legal criteria.
Step 2. Joint petition. Next, both spouses file a joint petition. Unlike a standard divorce, you usually don't need to serve papers individually. That step is skipped.
So filing together makes it much faster?
Exactly. This is one reason simplified divorce can take only a few months. Step 3. Financial affidavit. Each spouse completes a financial affidavit listing income, assets, and debts. Even though simplified, the judge needs transparency.
What if someone forgets a debt?
That's a common mistake. Always double-check your forms, like mistakes can delay approval. Step 4. Settlement agreement. The couple agrees on property and debt division in writing. This is similar to the standard process, but usually faster because both parties already agree.
Can this be reviewed by an attorney?
Yes, not optional, but it helps prevent issues later. Step 5. File with court. Submit your petition, affidavits, and settlement agreement to your local family court. Some states allow online submission. Step 6. Court review. A judge reviews your paperwork. Sometimes there's a short hearing. The judge ensures the agreement is fair and meets state requirements.
Even simplified divorce can require a hearing.
Yes, but usually much shorter than a contested trial. Step 7. Final judgment. If everything looks fair, the judge signs the final judgment. The divorce is official. Compared to standard divorce, there's no lengthy trial.
So the main difference is speed and fewer steps, right?
Exactly, but always check your state rules. Some steps like residency verification or specific forms are still required. So we've talked about what simplified divorce is, but sometimes it helps to see how it actually plays out in real life. The first story we'll look at is Anna and David. They were married for 6 years, no kids, and both worked full-time. What made their simplified divorce possible wasn't luck. It was preparation.
What kind of preparation?
They started by making a spreadsheet of every asset and debt they had, even small things like a shared credit card with a $300 balance. They listed the value of their car, their savings account, even the security deposit from their apartment.
So they treated it seriously from the start.
Exactly. What really helped was that they met twice a week for 2 weeks, just 1 hour at a time. To talk through each item on the list, they described those meetings as calm but emotional. At one point, David said, "I'm not trying to win anything. I just want this to be fair." And Anna said that sentence completely changed the tone.
Wow, that sounds like a breakthrough moment.
It was. They filed a joint petition, reviewed their financial affidavits together, and even paid for a 1-hour attorney consultation just to make sure the settlement agreement was solid. When they submitted everything, the judge approved it in 4 months with no delays.
So the key there was accuracy and communication.
Right. Their story shows what simplified divorce looks like when both people stay organized and cooperative. Emily and Johnson thought their divorce would be simple. A close friend told them their simplified divorce was fast, low cost, and stress-free. That friend also had a child, so everything sounded very similar. Emily and Johnson had similar incomes, shared savings, and no house. They were still able to talk calmly. They prepared the paperwork. They agreed on everything. From their point of view, there was no reason simplified divorce wouldn't work. But when they went to court, their filing was rejected. Only then did they understand what they had missed. Their friend's child was 19, legally an adult and already working full-time with no support issues. Emily and Johnson's child was 19 too, legally an adult as well, but still a student in college. Because support issues still existed, the court treated it as a case involving a child. The situations felt almost identical. The ages were close, but legally that small difference changed everything. In the United States, simplified divorce is not available when child-related issues are involved, even when parents agree on everything. They weren't angry at each other. They were frustrated they hadn't checked the rules sooner. The lesson is simple. Stories from friends can sound reliable, but in the divorce process, small details create a big impact. Lastly, Maria and John facing a hard reality. They had been married 11 years, and the biggest weight between them wasn't anger. It was a $12,000 debt from a failed business attempt. Every time they tried to talk about it, the room got quiet. John felt responsible but overwhelmed. Maria felt tired of carrying something she hadn't created.
That's such a real emotional conflict.
One evening, Maria finally said, "I can agree to everything else, but I can't agree to that debt." John rubbed his forehead and whispered, "If I could pay it off today, I would, but I can't."
That hurts.
Yeah, they filed anyway, hoping the judge would accept it. But during the review, the judge paused and said, "This debt is unresolved. Without full agreement, I cannot approve a simplified divorce."
So they had to switch to the standard process?
They did. Longer timelines, more paperwork, and more emotional strain. Maria later said, "We weren't fighting each other, we were fighting the situation." But the court still needed a clear answer.
What do people often overlook?
Forgetting debts or assets, filing before full agreement, missing documents, skipping optional legal review. This is also where attorney help is often used. To review agreements, spot mistakes, prevent delays, and confirm eligibility. Now that we've gone through the steps and real-life stories, let's hear from Kay, our legal expert. Let's look at where to get accurate divorce information and what help is available.
I can guide you on the general procedures and what the court can do, but this is general information. It's not personal legal advice. When you're going through a simplified divorce, one of the most helpful places to start is your local family court. A lot of people think you can only go there to file papers, but actually, the court can give you a lot of useful information before you even begin.
So I can really ask them about divorce rules.
Yes, you can. You can ask the court clerk or the self-help center about basic things, like how long you need to live in your county before you can file, or what counts as valid grounds for divorce. Divorce laws come from your state, but each county court might have its own local forms or procedures, so it's always smart to check those first. Courts also provide free printed materials and online guides that explain the process. Step by step, these might include forms, checklists, or packets with all the documents you'll need. Some even have sample completed forms so you can see what they're supposed to look like. And many courts have what's called a self-help center or family law facilitator. These are programs built for people who don't have lawyers. They can show you which forms you need, explain what each section means, and help you make sure you've included everything before filing.
Can they tell me what to write on the forms?
Good question. No, they can't. They can guide you through how to do it, but they can't tell you what choices to make. Their role is to inform, not to advise.
So they stay neutral the whole time?
Exactly. They must stay completely neutral, so the court is fair to everyone. If you need advice that's personal, like how to divide property, handle custody, or protect your rights, that's when it's time to talk to a professional. You can schedule a short consultation with an attorney or visit a legal aid clinic. Many offer 30-minute sessions that are free or low cost, just to point you in the right direction. When you visit the court, it helps to bring a list of your questions and take notes. Ask for brochures or website links and double-check everything on your state's official site. It's a simple step that saves a lot of confusion later. Simplified divorce can save time and reduce stress, but knowing what the court can and cannot do helps you move forward with confidence. Your court can show you how to do it, but only you or your attorney can decide what's best for you. Start with official information, get help when you need it, and take it one step at a time.
Quick recap. Simplified divorce is faster and simpler for couples who fully agree. The process goes through your local family court. Avoid mistakes by checking all documents. You can have an attorney review your forms if you want extra protection. For official guidance, your local court or self-help center can explain the rules and steps.
If you haven't watched episode 1, start there. It gives a clear overview of your divorce options so you can focus on what fits your situation. In episode 3, we'll dive into default divorce, who it's for, how it works, and what to watch out for.
When you understand the road ahead, you can guide your divorce in the direction that truly works for your life. And even if you hire a great attorney, you should still stay in the driver's seat, not the back seat where you can't see where things are headed. But you don't have to go through this alone. The right knowledge at the right time can change everything. Laws vary, but smart strategies don't. Divorce information. Always by your side.